Another opportunity is vending. Now that may seem kind of plain and mundane, and it is, but it's a tremendous opportunity. Vending is one of the 3 biggest millionaire producers in America today. Vending. Just simply checking on machines, having them in good locations. Getting good opportunities are there if you really understand the business. Recently, we heard of a lady who's having poor success for finding good locations for her vending machines, and then she discovered she could take them to the weekend flea market, set them up in front of her merchandise booth, and net $400 to $500 per weekend. Another innovative application of an old area of opportunity. How about interior decorating? Are you good at putting together colors and fabrics? You don't have to have a long list of credentials if you have the ability to do creative decorating. The person who decorated my office, beautifully done, has no formal training, but has a track record of doing wonderful, wonderful designs in very expensive homes. Landscape design. Do you have the ability to get out and just create something? Do you do your own yard well? Are you creative in placing flowers and bushes and knowing the seasonal changes? Wedding planning. We see that as a growing industry. People want fancy weddings with a lot of details to coordinate. Those are usually going to be farmed out to an independent who has the ability to do that well. There may be something in senior citizen care. This is an exploding market as the baby boomers head into their retirement years. You could take people to appointments that need to be handled, do grocery shopping for them. My own elderly father provided a people hauling service for the Amish community where he lived in central Ohio. For years, he took people who don't use cars to weddings, funerals, hospital visits, and so on. At $1 a mile, it provided him with an enjoyable pastime and significant income as well. He didn't want a real job, but he loved the opportunity of providing a meaningful service and filling as much of his time as he wanted. What about graphic design? There are tremendous opportunities in doing desktop publishing. It just takes a little experience and the ability to go out and market your services. You may be able to produce company newsletters. Keeping in mind that a lot of companies do not want to have somebody on their payroll just to do a newsletter, but it is an ongoing need. In our own company, I use over 20 independent contractors for specialized services. There are individuals that do our web design and updates, our newsletter formatting, our accounting, customer service, seminar presentations, facilitator training, to mention just a few of the areas where we use contract labor. Home inspection has been one of the hot areas in the last few years. It requires a minimal kind of training to go out and inspect homes. Now this is different from appraising homes, but inspecting homes to see what needs to be done in the next 30 days, the next 3 years, or whatever, so that you can report to the prospective home buyer or just to a homeowner what those needs are. Simple kind of things that have to do with direct marketing. Several years ago, there was a lady who ran a little ad in the back of magazines, and it simply said, 101 ways to fix hamburger. Now that lady received hundreds of thousands of dollars for people sending a couple of dollars each to receive that list of recipes. Then she switched over and offered 101 ways to fix chicken. Very, very simple idea, and got a tremendous response in a very simple way, of course, just working out of her home. At our own company, like many, we're using the internet to promote products and services. Our subscriber list is growing at over 1,000 new people each week, and we have no store, no office, and very little physical inventory. So it's a tremendous way to promote products and services, and that was not even available just a few years ago. So ask yourself, what is it that I could do? Is there an idea I already know about that may be able to be expanded into a legitimate business? Now, incidentally, when we talk about businesses out of the homes these days, we're not talking about some little cosmetics program that makes another $150 a month as a typical kind of thing. No, last year the average home-based business generated $52,000, and that includes a lot of upper and lower, but that gives you an idea of the scope of businesses that are being run out of the home. People are serious about generating their income needs out of things that do not have the characteristics of a traditional job. We know now there are about 60% of American homes that have some kind of business being operated out of them. 60%. Now that's an incredible number. Now, that doesn't mean the entire income is generated from that business, but 60% of American homes that have some kind of business being operated out of them. We know that based on current trends in another 2 years, that number is going to go to about 80%, where 80% of American homes will have some kind of business being operated out of them.